Hey guys, this is Strider Prime. We're going to cover now part 6 of the Aile Strike, Real Grade Aile Strike Gundam. And even though the kit is done, I am now want to focus on this kit, which is the Launcher Strike Gundam no grade kit, 144 scale. Now, these were really, really cheap kits that Bandai started releasing back in, I think it was 2003. 2003. This kit actually cost me like $5. And the reason why I picked this is not because of the kit. It was actually for the launcher pack because I wanted to see if it will fit with the Real Grade Strike Gundam. Now check out this manual. It's very simple, very limited in parts, but all I needed was just the part tree for the launcher. Now I think you got yourself the no grade kit, but the sword pack, correct?
Yes, I got the sword. I am more of a melee type fan, so it make more sense that I get the actual sword, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty much the same as this. It's all blue, but yours is all green, so you definitely have to paint it if you want it to look at all decent. It's although thankfully the accessories and weapons are usually mostly that color, so if you don't want to paint the whole thing, you could probably just detail it.
Yes,
Although it does look like it comes with some stickers, though.
it does. As a matter of fact, I show off here that the stickers cover the actual wingtip of the right arm pack, which I am not going to use because why? I might as well paint it yellow.
Mhm.
And
They just probably come off anyways.
oh yeah, they will. It has very few polycaps, as you can see. There, there's like one in the actual, two in the actual arm assembly holding the weapon, and of course one inside the weapon itself. So that's all it has. But it's fairly simple build. All you see there on that tree is what I need to build this kit. There's the decals, which I'm not going to use. So
Mhm.
let's see the results of this work. And here you have it, the completed build of the launcher pack. Um, Now, for you guys to understand, on the backpack, I had to do the most work. I gave it, a dark gray color with some silver trim around the edges. But this part is the one that obviously many people were telling me, and that was actually the peg that connected to the backpack. Now wait until I focus. Now what I did was I began sanding down both the top and bottom of this, so that way it can go into the back. I also applied a little glue so that way it thickens up a bit. Also, right there along the edges, where the pointer is falling right now, in the completed in the raw form part, the there was kind of like a gap that fell right into the backpack of the backside of the strike. In this kit, it doesn't align up properly, so I had to sand it down and then make new notches so it could fit in perfectly.
And since you just modify the existing round peg, I assume it would still probably fit into the no grade or the high grade.
No, unfortunately, this is just a one-time deal. Since I did sand it down, it may fit. Who knows? But I said, yeah, it's not. I'm
Well,
not.
you still have the dimensions around the edge, so I'm thinking it might
No,
fit. It might not be snug, but it
it's.
might just go in.
I'll have to test it out. As you can see here, I painted in detail the backpack, giving it the little panel lining there. I love what I just did right there, putting the silver coat around the Gatling gun,
Hmm.
and the yellow trim gave me a little bit of a trouble, but I was able to get it in there. And then, of course, the launcher itself pretty much reminds me of a a small scale Yamato ship. I gave it the details right there, the panel lining, and the yellow trim on the sight. And I also put in a little blue paint right there. See,
Hmm. Hmm.
that came out pretty
I
nice.
figured you would.
It wouldn't look good if I left it alone. But now let's see what it looks like when we try to put this together with the kit. I almost forgot. I also put on decals. Since I haven't wasn't putting on the previous video, I said let me put it on this. And as you can see, the panel lining came out pretty well. Does it's not excessive, but it's viewable to a certain extent. The whole purpose of panel lining is that it is visible to the naked eye, but it's not too um, bunched up
It's
in
not overwhelming.
or exactly not overwhelming. Thanks. The words escaped my mouth. And I really like the outcome, especially the amount of with the decals. The red, you know what? I've never been impressed with red decals until now. Very few decals on the
It's
gun.
probably the added parts of silver that they added to some of them.
Hmm.
They're not just, some of them aren't just completely red. They add a little silver attached to it.
Hmm. I put decals. The you were telling me the decal assembly on the actual pack itself was monotonous to say the least, and I would have to agree. Um, I really liked how the wings came out. Look at that. That is amazing.
Mm.
That is.
Yeah, I like the little silver patches. They're really nice.
If I had time and patience, I would probably fill in those gaps with the actual silver marker. Speaking of which, I didn't realize that you had to put those silver tabs in the back where the thrusters are. But then I realized, you know what? Why don't I just use the marker? And it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's not quite as shiny as the stickers, but it's inside, so whatever.
Exactly. Now, at this point now, I'm going to remove the backpack. So I want to show you guys how the launcher pack will look with this kit. I had to also remove the
Oh,
shield.
did you have the the beam saber handles with the pegs in them, or just the normal ones in the backpack?
Uh, beam saber handles with the peg. That came with two, didn't
Yeah.
it? One with the pegs and one
Yep. Two
without.
sets.
Never bothered to use the other
Yeah.
one. I've seen it and I was like,
Okay.
whatever. Um, as you
Oh,
can
I
see,
see the gap there. Yeah, the little. Mhm.
it was designed for the high grade kit. It was never designed for the real grade kit. So I had to do modifications along the edges and the sides. Now,
Mhm.
even though it's in there, it's not completely snug, so it does have a tendency of popping out. I kind of like overcompensated with the sanding. Now this part, of course, was a bit difficult for me to put on. It you can put it on, but you can't put it on while it's a plug, hooked up to the kit. You actually got to remove the um, the shoulder to put on
Oh.
the right side pack. You're gonna probably have this problem when you're gonna build the sword, but all you need to do is lift it up, and that's fine. Again, it's the actual how can I say the molding and how it's been not molding. You could say the actual way it's designed was for the high grade, not the real grade, because the real grade is a redesign of the high grade.
Mhm. Different proportions.
Exactly. So
All in all, still looks pretty good.
it looks good right there. I've had a bit of a trouble here because as I'm finagling with the gun, the part that actually twists so that the gun can actually go in, I was afraid I was about to break it, so I had to pop it out and then twist it a bit. It will twist. The problem was I glued it, so that was my mistake. One trick, of course, for you models out there, if you by any chance have to scrape off uh, pegs that will go into a part, but you notice that it does not go in properly because you scraped off a little bit too much of the plastic, the best thing to do is apply a little glue to thicken it up, or um, paint it. That gives an extra layer of thickness if you have to do that. Now here I kind of goofed up. I didn't say, oh wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here?
You're putting it on the wrong side.
Exactly. And then of course the gun fell,
Nice.
the beam rifle fell off, but I said, okay, perfect, I can use it for this. And that pretty much completes the build itself for the Real Grade Aile Strike, aka Launcher Strike or Launcher Strike. Yeah, Launcher Strike. What am I saying?
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, Again, I've enjoyed this build. This modification was pretty cool. I've never done this before, but I hope that we'll probably be seeing some maybe kits from Dengeki Hobbies or Bandai's just to supplement this kit. So it's done. There it is. And I hope everyone liked this. For those of you who have been enjoying this video, I thank you for watching this. Head on over to Prime92's channel. She's going to be releasing her review of the Aile Strike. Thanks again for watching. Prime, thank you for your time. And
You're welcome.
stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come.
Bye.